Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Based on what you said, I want definite picks. I know this is hard to do because it sets everyone up here for failure. But I want picks on who your favorites are for conference championships within the division right now. And then next week, when these games happen to line up and we know exactly what the games are, we'll go pick by pick per game. But for now, I want predictions because you basically know the teams, and you've said you're not picking the Vikings or the Eagles. I don't think I am either. Evan, you're not either.
I am not.
Okay, so we're not picking those teams, so we'll throw it in right now. We'll go AFC first. We'll start with you, Evan. What are your two teams playing in the conference championship?
And I know you hate this, and then you don't like the Chargers, but the Chargers are the 5th seed. So that means if they win their first game, they would play the Chiefs.
Yes. Well, unless
the 6th seed wins.
Unless the Colts were also to win.
Yes, but I'm assuming that the 6th seed is not going to win, just for this hypothetical thing. So I think a Chargers-Chiefs game, the Chargers win that because in the playoffs, defense is way more valuable than the regular season.
I think that's.
And I don't know if you checked in on the Chiefs'
downside.
overall defense right now, because right now in total defense, the Chiefs are 31st in the NFL.
That's just disgusting.
Yeah,
isn't that?
What terrible? We've been saying all season is we think me and Evan and I should say. We're saying that we think that Mahomes is going to be a generational talent. He's really good, but we've been saying that we can't trust this team in the playoffs because
there's only so much pressure you can put on a young kid like that shoulder.
I think so too.
Yeah, you play the Chargers, you put up all these points, right? Mm-hmm. Mahomes didn't have a great game against the Chargers, and they lost. Then that's what our point is Mahomes has to be fantastic for them to win. And I think that he could be fantastic through 1 game, 2 games in the playoffs, but to win the Super Bowl, 3 games being fantastic, it's hard. Yeah. And if he does, it'll be amazing. And he should be celebrated for it. Mm-hmm. But realistically is what we're saying is it will be extremely hard to be great for 3 straight games. So what I agree with your
knowledge. Yeah.
Basically, you have Chargers and who?
Chargers, and so this is where it becomes kind of tricky because as a Texans fan, it's going to be really easy to say, oh yeah, the Texans will definitely win 2 games and make it all the way to the AFC Championship. Well, the first game right now, they play the 6th seed, which is the Colts, which I think will
end up staying the Colts. You think they'll win that game?
I would like to think they would win that, but I don't. Right now, with the offensive line struggles the Texans have, and they have to run the ball to win the game, and they haven't been running the ball recently. So for them to make the AFC Championship, they would have to beat the Colts and then the Patriots. And right now, I don't see that happening.
So you got the Patriots.
So I would say Patriots, Chargers.
All right.
AFC champions.
Dan, let's see if you have a different take on it.
Well, I'm sorry, but Brady is still the best. He's still the GOAT. I'm taking him in the AFC Championship. Too much talent. I mean, their defense isn't as good as it used to be, but Brady has shown before that he doesn't really need a defense. I mean, you think otherwise because you think all of his championships.
I don't say that all of his championships are tainted. I say that
some of them are
tainted.
All right, and then I think I'm going with the Chargers too.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, last week was pretty terrible for them overall, but man, they have Mike. I like Mike Williams a lot. I wanted the Cowboys to take him, but he didn't get there because we were much better in that draft. And then Keenan Allen, a threat. I like Keenan Allen a lot.
Keenan Allen's been there forever, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been there but he's injury prone, but now he's finally getting out of that stage of his career. And then if Melvin Gordon's healthy, that's a weapon. That's just a weapon force right there. You're not getting through that. And Phillip Rivers, I think it's time for him to show what he's really worth.
So y'all have heard me dogging on the Chiefs, but I got the Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs?
I think they're taking whoever wins that game. Contrary to what y'all think, I think I have the Chiefs going to the AFC Championship, and not easily, but I will say that they go to the AFC Championship, and
here's where I come into some struggle. I don't want to sound like a homer, but and I'm gonna be wrong, but I don't think the Patriots are strong this year.
They aren't.
They aren't strong this year.
Looking at the previous Patriot teams, this is one of the worst ones.
But you gave them the second seed. They got
I know
until they.
I know that happens. And by the way, not entirely locked up yet. The second seed's not entirely locked up. We have a chance.
You're right. They're not beating the Jets.
We have a chance.
They're not beating them.
We have a chance at getting that. I'm just saying there's a chance. There is a chance. And look, I'm not saying the Texans are the team that comes out of there. Now, hear me out. I'm not saying the Texans lose the first round. But if they were to lose the first round, I'm taking whoever.
Is that 6th seed?
Sixth
or third?
I'm taking. See, if they were to lose the first round, right? Then the highest winning seed would be the Chargers, and the Chargers would match up against the Patriots. So, I'm either taking the Texans or the Chargers. Now, I can't say which yet because it's hard to determine which side of the highest seed, lowest seed they're going into. But I'm playing whoever.
So you got the Chiefs versus
whoever.
Texans/Chargers.
Yes, that's my pick right now. That if the Texans were to lose the first round, I think the Chargers would win their game and they would go play the Patriots. Now it's too early to say. We'll see when that matchup gets there. Of course, it'll be easier to predict. But for the sake of just having two teams, I guess I'll go Chiefs and Texans.
Daddy Luck has nothing.
And here's my thing. Chiefs Texans. If that were to happen, the Chiefs would win.
Yeah, I think so.
But
looking at this, you know how people say Brady always gets an easy path to the championship and
doesn't
stuff
have
like
it this
that.
year.
I think he does.
I don't
Because
think
he's
he does
second
either.
seed. If you look at the Texans, Colts, Chargers, Ravens, so the Patriots are either going to play really the second or the third or fourth seed, not the fifth or sixth.
Yeah.
The fifth and the third and fourth seed, a lot of people would say are the two weaker teams out of the four. Out of the Colts, Texans, Chargers, Ravens, a lot of people would say Texans, Ravens right now are the two weaker teams, and those are the two teams the Patriots might play. So again, getting that easy game to the to the AFC Championship.
Well, here's my thing: is that I think the reason I pick it, I'm telling you right now, I'm probably going to end up being wrong, and the Patriots are probably going to go to the AFC Championship.
They somehow always do.
But the reason that I say that another team, and I'm not, that's why I didn't just pick the Texans, because I didn't want to seem like a homer. I'm saying that I think that they lose the first round game in an upset to whoever that may be. Mm-hmm. Because I think that the Patriots are not that strong this year. Now, Brady is great, and he'll probably come out and have a great game and prove me and everyone else wrong. But I'm just saying that if this were the year, this would, if there were a year, this would be it.
It would be.
And so I think that's more my point, and not so much like picking the Texans.
Gotcha.
I'm just picking the Texans right now because they're the highest seed.
Yeah.
And that's who would end up playing them if they won their first round.
It does look like that age is catching up, so we'll see.